Bow, bow, wow. It's what the Trentonator said. Bow, 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 wow. He can't start pumping it. Chicka, chicka, chew out. All we're going to get is green. You know, the problem about holidays, Trent, is I always have to make up for them on Saturdays, and that just kills me.
Yeah.
Like, life as a garage man, we don't get days off. If we get 3 days off here, and it happens to be Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Why we get New Year's, not 4th of July, I don't know. And it's just kind of like one of those things. You're like, I'd rather work and then come in on a Saturday. But
Well, if you're working Saturday, I'll run the Saturday stream solo.
oh, that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Guys, Trent's running the Saturday stream solo.
In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
This isn't financial advice. This is just to be for entertainment purposes only. So we're not liable for any personal financial decisions. Let's get it. What's up, guys? To another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. We are your hosts today, guys. If you're excited to be here, just like we are excited to be here every single day, get after it, guys. Smash that golden like button, please. We also have the subscribe bell right here, your ring-a-ding-ding and your ring-a-ding-ding. And that bell, you can find us over there on YouTube, the all-natural way that everybody does the streaming thing. But now we have over here this bright, shining light that's entering the spaces. It's called the Rumble and the Kick. Now, we also are over there, too, if you want to help support the channels. And on that note, we have you on X. Guys, on X, this new up-and-coming Elon way of doing business. Guys, please hit that heart if you are excited to be part of the show with us. And get it, man. I have a Juicy Dust from Elysian Company. You know, it's one of my faves. And my good old buddy, Mr. Chuck, was out there. He's like, hey, you need some beer? I'll buy you some beer. And so he picked me up a case. And so I was pretty thankful for that. Not going to lie. Anytime that anybody buys you a beer, you never say no. That's just one of those things you just say, okay, man, we'll go with it. Whether you like it or don't like it, you just drink it and have a good time. But we're pretty excited to be here. Ooh, thank you we got liked by Global Crypto Union. Hey, man, thank you so much, Global. So what do you got for us, Trent? What are you drinking?
Well, right now, I'm gonna pour like less than an ounce of this, and the reason why is because you know, a little bit later on, you know, I'll probably have to dip off early. You know, I gotta go to back to this, function that I left to come over here. But later tonight, I want to watch Stranger Things, and I want to have another triple IPA while I watch it. And I just had one of those a little earlier. So if I have a full one right now, I'm kind of like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. So I'm just going to have enough of this for the taste, and maybe enough to like keep my buzz, through later. So here's Blanton's single barrel bourbon. This is not like super high proof. 46.5%, 93 proof. It's a solid bourbon. It's overhyped. I'm not gonna lie. These bottles go for $200 all the time. I didn't pay that much for it. I drink enough to say hi to Jesus. The only way. I would not pay $200 for a bottle of Blanton's. Just letting everyone know that.
I guess it depends on how old it was.
There are way better bottles to buy for $200.
Yeah, but it depends on how old it was, though, in the right year.
Yeah, but nobody should be paying nobody should be paying more than like $80 for this bottle. But here it goes. Just a little. I might do a little more than that as we go on, but I'm just gonna start with that. And Blanton's is like sweet and nutty. Yeah, exactly, Daily. That's what I'm talking about. $200, in my opinion, E.H. Taylor single barrel. It'd be better if you find E.H. Taylor barrel proof for $200, but also Widow Jane 12-year, not a $200 bottle, but I don't actually know what that should be priced as, but I had it a little while ago. I loved it. And then you have some of your Wellers. I can understand $200 for those, but like Weller Full Proof, I can understand that. Stag Junior, I can understand that too. Maybe certain bottles of Booker's, depending on which bottle it is. But the bottle's got to be barrel proof to pay over like $140. If you're paying over $140 for a bottle that is not barrel proof, maybe there's some exceptions that are like bottled in bond, 50, at like 100 proof, like E.H. Taylor. But generally speaking, like you got to be higher proof at those prices, because you can always proof your bourbon down. You can't proof it up. You can always put an ice cube in it and proof it down a little bit, but you can't proof it up. You can't put more alcohol in it. I guess you could. You mix it with moonshine or something, but
a little Everclear.
Anyway, yeah.
Do they have Everclear where you're in the desert?
No, not unless you make it.
You know what Everclear is, right?
Yeah.
Guys, if we get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, me and Trent will share a bottle of Everclear, 180 proof.
I didn't agree to that.
That'd be so brutal.
Try Smoke Wagon, way better bourbon than Blanton's at the same price range. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I do I do kind of want all the horse tops. I've got like 2 of them, but that's just a novelty. It's not because Blanton is an amazing bourbon. It's a good bourbon. It's not amazing.
It's a good bourbon, but not amazing. I like it.
Yeah.
I had this really good bourbon that came from Montana last night. I was like, oh, I should have taken a picture of it. It was slick, man. What do we got going for us, Trent?
I missed you, Daily. You were probably on while I was gone, and then You know, I've been back for, you know, through this week, and then I don't think you've been on. It's good to be back. I've missed it. You know, I don't know how much T-Square told you about my escapades, but man,
I didn't know anything about your escapade. Your phone was like MIA when you were gone.
Well, I told you beforehand what I was doing, but yeah, I was like, dude, we drove. Me and my wife drove like 34 hours without stopping, just for gas. Just for gas. Like, it was pretty incredible. It was one of the crazier things I've done in my life. You know what? I'll give you a story about. It might be the craziest thing I've done, and it's not going to sound that crazy, but I don't know why I'm telling this story right now. This is supposed to be a crypto show, but when I was 21 years old, 22, there was this conference that I wanted to go to. It was a church conference in Kansas City from December 28th to January 1st, and it rings in the new year. And I went every year from like 2013 to 2019, right? And so my friend drops me and my other friend off at the airport in my car. Happy New Year's to you too, Daily.
Giga.
Hey, what's up, Giga? So my friend drops both of us off, right? Me and my other friend. I just had him drive my car, drop us off, whatever. Well, on the way to the airport, and we're driving Barstow to Las Vegas, by the way. So it's like a 2-hour drive to the airport. And you know, on the way to the airport, we get an email that says that the flight's canceled. And my friend that's driving us is like, well, we better just turn around then. I was like, nah, man, take me there. Like, just let's keep going. I'll figure it out when I get there. He's like, what do you mean you'll figure it out when you get there? Like, the flight's canceled. You can't uncancel it. What are you going to do? I was like, I don't know, but I'll do something. I'll find a train ticket. I'll do something. Like, I really don't want to miss this conference. So he drops us at the airport, and my other friend gets out with me. We go up to the counter. It's canceled. Whatever. Fine. Give me my money back. And so as I look over to my left, and there's this Chinese couple that is having the same problem, right? They get their refund. They're trying to go to Kansas City as well, not to the conference, just because they live there. And and when we both turn from the counter at the same time, I look over to my left and I go, hey, you're trying to get to Kansas City. We're trying to get to Kansas City. Let's rent a car together and drive. And we can get there in 24 hours. And their English was broken. Like, they just looked at me like I was from another planet, that I would suggest that. And then I was like, oh, it was worth a shot. Like, so me and my friend are walking out of the airport, and then they come running up behind us. And they're like, oh, you say something about rent car. Sorry for my Chinese accent. I'm not trying to be offensive. It's just, you know, how it went down. And they're like, oh, you say something rent car. And I was like, well, yes, but here's the kicker. I'm not 25. I can't rent a car in my name. But if you want to rent it, I will go halves with you. I'll give you the cash, you know? And he's like, oh, okay, we do. I was like, all right, we do then. So we spend the night in the airport until the rental agency opens up. Then we go get the car. Okay, everything's cool. Hand him the keys. This Chinese guy has to drive the car out of the airport because it's in his name, right? He gets in the driver's seat. He rolls out, and I swear to God, he pulls out into oncoming traffic in Las Vegas, and me and my friend are in the back seat. We look at each other and we're like, we don't know what to do. So I was like, hey, maybe we should get something to eat before we get on the road. Pull into that Subway real quick. And he's like, oh, okay. He pulls in, and then when we get out and me and my friend look at each other, we're like, you know what we have to do, right? I was like, I'm going to offer to take the first shift. Or I was like, you're going to offer to take the first shift driving, and you're going to push 12 hours. And then we're going to get out. You're going to hand the keys to me. I'm going to push the other 12 hours. And under no circumstances do we give these keys back to that Chinese man, even though it's his car? Like, he rented it in his name. Like, I was like, under no circumstances does this happen. So we pull it off, and we get in, and then Jacob's like, oh yeah, I'll take the first shift. No problem. You guys get some rest. He's like, oh, okay. Thank you. Gives him the keys, and I swear that's what we did. He pushed for 12 hours, got out, at a gas stop, gave me the keys. I pushed the rest of the way, and neither of that Chinese couple drove the rest of the way.
They probably were happy about that.
But yeah, they probably were, right? But I just think it was crazy that I convinced someone to like rent a car in their name with their credit card with a complete stranger. I don't know. I just think that maybe that's not that crazy, but yeah. I thought it was...
Calvin, thanks for showing up, brother. You have a good night.
Sorry about that, Calvin. Sorry I derailed us with my
It was a good story, Trent. I like that story. Like makes me think of Dumb and Dumber. He's like, okay, you're to the drive. He's like, you drove half the way in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
We're screwed, Lord. We're screwed. We got no money. We got no food. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Man.
That's funny, man. I guess we should just kind of jump into the charts because you don't have too long. Did you see that Pepe's up 30%, IP's up 51%, Zcash is up 20%, Account is up another 46%.
Dang.
Yeah, even CoinM, which I've been not overly bullish on, is up 18%. So let's go CoinM, man.
Hey.
Prove me wrong. I still don't like it. I still won't trade it. Chili's is up 25% too. Like, holy cow.
Chili's is doing good. We covered that yesterday.
Pippin's down 21%. There's a coin called the River. It came out in September of last year. Now last year because 2026. And it is up today 51%.
Hey.
Yeah, Horizon's up 20%. We were talking about that 2 days ago. XPL Plasma is up 27% for the week. I was on the weekly. I thought I was on the daily. Whoops, my bad. But still, Pepe and IP up really good.
Oh, let me add you to the screen. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. I thought you were going to go into the charts. I wouldn't share how much time you have, but yeah, Pepe is doing good. Bonk is even doing good. IP is doing really well. Rend is doing really good. And even for the week, we have some outliers like Kakant, Network, MYX, Pump, Zcash. Go back down to the day. We come over to the 200. Those River Aerodrome's up 20%. A lot of people like Aerodrome. Aerodromes have been down in the dumps for a long time. So, maybe we're coming into a slightly lower high, man, on the yearly. This could be the time for us to have a turnaround. Immutable X is up 15%. Pith Network's up 11%. Gala Games up 10.5%. We're getting some movement coming on in right now. Turbo's up 11%. I mean, everything's starting to do well. Mong's up. Brett's up. Popcat. So we kind of come on over to the chart. Let's do a little Bitcoin. Actually, you know what? I don't usually go to the charts right off the bat, but I guess we didn't have ETFs today, huh?
No.
We had ETFs yesterday, though. I didn't cover ETFs yesterday. I don't know if you did. Yesterday, I had a huge outflow today. It literally gave everything back. Right. Yeah, it gave everything back that we took in the day before. I mean, we took in a huge day, 350 million. We outflowed 350 million. Like, what the hell is everybody doing? They're like having the paper hands of paper hands right now. Let's see here. Ethereum. Ethereum had a pretty large outflow yesterday. With 72. They also gave everything back that they took in the day before. That's so wild. They're like trading hands and who can sell and who can buy. Solana Solana didn't do anything. They took in a very small amount, 2.3 million. Bitcoin yesterday took in 5.58 million. So, I mean, let's go. I mean, Bitcoin, XRP. Pardon me. Man, that's my French kicking in. Token unlocks. I don't think we have anything significant for the unlocks, which it's not loading right now, but we looked at it the day or two ago, and there wasn't anything huge on the horizon. Gainers and losers. There's River, BitLight. I don't even know what Light is, to be honest with you. IP's up there. Cypher. Pepe's them on the top gainers. Nero is a Doge spinoff. Velo, Chill Guy up 20%. Velo up 18%. Filecoin up 15%. Mog up 15%. Like, there are some of the Render. Trent's talked about Render. We were just talking about Render a day or two ago, how people thought Render was dead, and it's up 15% for the day. Popcat's up 14%. Quant's up 14%. I mean, guys, the market is trying to wake up right now.
Yeah, I think Render's an incredible buy right now for reasons I talked about yesterday on the stream at length. But, you know, Apple partnership, DPen, you know, or like the partnership with Apple, you know, being like the 5th largest asset in the world or whatever it is. And it's more than just a partnership. Like, the Render's app, it comes preloaded on all of the new iPads for digital artists and stuff. So I just think that the potential upside for there is so huge. Daily says, how about Tau? Goodbye. You know, I haven't looked, you know, as much at Tau's how big the decline has been and what the percentage gain is back to all-time highs. I can look at that right now. Let's see. But I do think Tau is probably every bit as good of a buy as Render. I just have a personal bias where I don't like it as much as Render. I'm a big fan of Render is what it comes down to. And admittedly, that's my own bias.
But
so.
Tau starts with a T like Trent.
So let's see. Let me go to the monthly. So you have your all-time high up here at, is that right? $1,260 on a wick? And now it's at 220. You know, Render is still a better buy in terms of like potential upside back to all-time highs. Render, you're getting a 10x back to all-time highs. Like, you're not getting a 10x out of Tau back to all-time highs, especially not to these like candle body highs. You know, you're only getting like a 3x out of that. And I do very much believe Render is going to go back to those prices. So there you go. DCA and Prey, is the bull market back on? So our consistent position on that on the channel, and I think we both ended up coming into agreement. You know, like it took me longer to flip bearish.
Wait. Are we talking about? I guess I should. I don't know what we're agreeing on.
DCA and Prey said, "Is the bull market back on?"
I mean, what do you? Okay, go ahead.
Well, not tomorrow or the next day. No.
Yeah.
You know, we both see lower prices, and G Square might see lower prices than I do, but we both see lower. I still think we go. I still think Bitcoin goes down to at least 78K. And G Square is saying maybe as low as like 56, right? So
worst case scenario.
Yeah, worst case scenario. And I can agree with that as a worst case scenario as well. I just think that before I concede to that, like I have to see if 78 holds first. And then I have to see if the previous all-time high at 69 holds. You know, but is the bull market back on? I don't think, even this month, I don't think so.
They just look so nasty.
Yeah.
It's just true. And then I've even pointed out, I talked to Tom Crown about this just somewhat recently, last Wednesday, and he also thinks that we're going lower lows.
Yeah.
We're not the only ones with Bandcamp.
Right. Like, watch, I'll chart some Bitcoin for you guys right here. Let me see. Stretch this out.
Like, I see a head and shoulder possible pattern on the monthly.
Yeah.
Trend to the downside.
So here's where I'm at. Let me expand some more so you can really track with me here. I've been drawing this since, like, 3 weeks ago. Now, and instead of happening right away, the price has just moved sideways. But you know what? I'm gonna erase all this. I'm just gonna draw it from scratch for you guys. So here's what. Actually, I shouldn't have done that because the lines moved. Anyways, Lux Algo is giving you this trend line right here. Okay, and it's giving you this uptrending line of support. And if we come to the weekly, I'm gonna flip around to different time frames just because I'm gonna get all of these trend lines into view here. So here's this trend line on the weekly. Okay, here's this uptrending line on the weekly. Okay. Now, let me take it back to the 1 day. Basically, I am seeing, let me get my arrow tool out here. If we break, you know what, and there's one more I gotta put here. Let me see. 4 hour. No. Maybe the 2 week. No. I shouldn't have erased my stuff, actually. 3 day.
Do you think the 4-year cycle is broken now we had a red December?
No. Oh, well. Oh, the 4-year cycle, the traditional 4-year cycle, yeah. It's broken. It's dead as a doornail. Let's see. All right, here's how I'm gonna do this. So you have this stop loss right here on the daily. I'm gonna draw a horizontal line right there at that level. And you can see that the break of that line was catastrophic, right? So let me expand this. Right now, we're in this triangle pattern where we have a converging downtrending line of resistance with an uptrending line of support. Okay, so if we break out of this, there's a couple ways this could happen. If we break out of this to the upside, well, then we have to deal with that horizontal line right there at $94,000. That has staying under 94,000 has meant that we are creating lower lows. Also, is this not a rounded top? Look at that. Rounded bottoms pay the bills, rounded tops do not pay the bills. So, unless you're shorting it. So that's a rounded top. It almost looks like an inverse cup and handle. Actually, look at that right there. Anyways, I'm not going to add more lines, but you get what I mean. So if we break out of this to the upside, then we probably reject off of $94,000. We end up coming back down to meet this line. If we break through it, if we come down to an under over test, fail it, and then head down to $78,000 where this take profit level is from the short. Because on the daily, we are underneath a strong sell signal on Luxalgo with a red trend catcher. Okay, so that's one way that we get to $78,000. Here's the other way. The other way is that we fail this triangle to the downside. We come down to the lows here. We bearishly retest this trend, and then we head down to this line, probably break through it to 78K. All right. Now, one of these scenarios takes longer to play out. And the one that takes longer to play out is the one that pumps to $94,000 first. These are just rough lines that I'm drawing. But, you know, the first scenario I did doesn't have us bottoming until late February. This first scenario has us potentially bottoming in late January. So the one that goes up to $94,000 first takes longer to play out. And so in either scenario, my answer to the question is I don't see bullishness returning like this month. I see it returning this year, but let's get Powell out of office or out of the chair. Let's get some money printing. Let's get the debt cycle injecting some more money into the market and take it from there, you know. Also, you know, let's get the Clarity Act passed, right? Which that's probably not even till a little bit later January. We've still got some time on that. Let's get some more altcoin ETFs out. Let's get some action on the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. Like, I think that all of those things are going to have to happen for us to go over $130,000. It's not going to happen in a vacuum, you know? So that's where I'm at.
That's not bad, Trent. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw myself on the screen. Boom, boom, bing, bing, bada, bing, boom. So, you know, I'm over here looking at Bitcoin, guys. I'm so annoyed at myself because I put a short in right here. And I walked away to go get some food and got distracted what I was doing. And I would have closed it out right here. And I walked away and we're right back up. I'm going, son of a biscuit eating monkey. I missed my close, but I'm like, I
don't know, Daily. Vegas meetup's not canceled for me. I live 2 hours away. But I don't know. Are we, you know?
I'd like to do a Vegas meetup.
That's like in August, though. So, you know, Rare Evo, we'll see. I think we're making new all-time highs, you know, before then. So,
that's in August, isn't it, huh?
Yeah.
Is Rare Evo's in August?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick, man. Yeah,
right.
We should definitely plan a meetup down there.
Yeah.
So what did I take a look at, man? So I kept my trade open. I was like, I'm watching this. We have a slight higher high. We still got a divvy, you know, swing up to a swing down. So I'm going, okay, well, I don't want to close it out just yet. I'm kind of watching, babying it. And the reason why I didn't close it out immediately right here, I was talking to Trent actually before we started. And I was looking back on the 15-minute. We have still a higher high over here. And we even have a higher high over here. So we still have a swing down. So I'm like, okay, I'm still okay. I can still make some money on this. So I'm leaving it open. In the 1 hour, we do got trigger waves. So we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. You know, the green dots on the top of the zero line aren't necessarily as strong as signals as they are when they are below. Clearly, you see the one down right here. You get that and boom, you get that move. Usually, I find that most of the signals on the top above the zero line are like false moves. So usually we get the red dots above it, and those are the ones that say we're going down. Like you get this little green dot right here, you get a little bit more move, but then it gives right back. So you have to be really careful with green dots on the above the zero line, because that is more of a likely scenario to happen. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. We'll see. You know, the 4 hour, when I was looking over at the 4 hour, the 4 hours, it has some curvature in there, so it means we could reject off the 200 again. I could be in a safe spot right there, or I wake up and I'm like, crap, stop loss hit, you know. Put it right above the 200 and kind of hope for the best. 12 hour, still showing that we could get some legs, but we are coming up to the 21 and the 50 on the 12 hour, so it kind of a little bit of negative Nancy-ness over there. The daily actually got a strong, pretty strong move up on that candle right there, actually, for today, especially being today is a holiday. Usually it's like long holidays, but that one turned out pretty good. You know, we could keep on going on the daily on that. The 2 day, we still have momentum. It's been coming on in. Stokes RSI are still low on the 2 day. We got the 2 day close. No, we didn't. 3 day, we get 2 days from now. 5 day, we don't have. 5 day still shows a trend reversal. It does look like it wants to pump up short term. Double green dot looks good, but then we start stretching out to the longer time frames, and this is where I get a little bit more nervous, is when I'm trying to bring my data back to reality, actually, because I'm kind of spreading out. Is the monthly, you know, we were just talking about, what do we think the bull run's back on? I personally, I don't. I think that we'll probably get a scenario like this. I'll continue to talk about it. We kind of come up, we make a little head, make a little second head. I think we'll get something like this. We come up to 90,000, even 100,000, and then we get a dump. And whether we dump to 61, that's a low where we kind of meet the 50. That could possible, or we could wick a little bit lower. And I wouldn't say we go that low, but I think we could wick a little lower, even possible, and hit like 52,000, like right in this range, which isn't too much farther of a wick from what we could expect to see happening.
Well, look at how it's just, you know, teetering on the edge of catastrophe right there, sitting on top of the 21 moving average.
And that's pretty scary. And another reason why, like, the monthly is so scary to me is the larger time frames have more say. And I'll go to the 3 month, and we just got this candle close actually yesterday, Trent. And look at that, dude. That's a scary candle close to me. Why is this scary? Because this is a 3 month, so there's a lot to say. Doesn't have a lot of data. It does have a lot to say for a longer time frame. We have, you know, a doji candle trend reversal, the previous
followed by a
trend.
bearish engulfing candle.
Is that doesn't look bearish engulfing.
Yeah. It's bearish engulfing if the size of the red candle is bigger than the green one that came before it.
Oh, well, there you go. And so you got that. We have a swing up right here. Like, I'll show you. We have our swing up to our swing down. There's your bearish div. We also have, I did that like that on purpose so you can see the red dots that we have, because they're kind of hard to see. We have a red dot right there, and it's followed by a second red dot, which is generally a downtrend, like momentum style thing we have happening. We have the VWAP coming down to the downside. String's been hot. It's been hot for a long time. Been hot since, well, you could really say it's been hot since October 2023, because these candles are so big. We first start the upward trend, and we just kind of hang out real high. We clearly see we're in a downwards trend. I'm not as bullish on 2026 as I was before I saw this chart. You know, if this chart, even if this candle is still going green, I'm like, okay, we're still gonna go green. You know, I feel a lot better about that. I actually haven't looked at the 3 month and total market cap, but even on total month, on total.
Well, my dog wants me to feed him, so I'm gonna do that and then take off to my New Year's party.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you think about the 3 month, Trent?
Well, you know, even if it goes all the way down to the 21, you have a higher low. I don't think it will go all the way down to that level. I think they would meet the price in the 21 would meet in the middle. You have a higher low. I still think that 2026 sees some very high prices because at the end of the day, I still think that we're in the works for Marshall. Wait, sorry, for U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. You know, so on and so forth. Clarity Act, more ETFs.
Well, see, about the Clarity Act's kind of funny though, because everybody's talking about the Clarity Act, right?
Mhm.
Do you know when the Genius Act goes into effect?
What do you mean?
It's passed, but do you know when it takes effect?
No.
In 2027.
Yeah, well,
That's just kind of interesting because that lines up with a 3 month, you know, it strings you along. The 2026 kind of 4-year cycle is broken, and the midterms of 2026 is traditional bottom.
right.
Before we get our moves up.
But we're not working on traditional bottoms anymore, I don't think, you know. I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna feed him. He's gonna bother the heck out of me.
All right, that sounds good.
All right. Cheers.
Peace. Oh, I was gonna add him back to screen. He was catching on to that. He's getting quick, man. He's getting quick for my tricks. Tricks, man. Tricks are for kids or adults. Let's go over Pepe, because Pepe has had a really nice day, man. Really nice pump. Everybody deserves to get a little bit of green. Where's Pepe at, man? We haven't seen Pepe in a long time. Pepe. Pippin. We can also take a look at Pippin's also in the down dumps today. Here's Pepe. Changing the music up a little bit. Oh, there we go. All right. Daily says he is ready for the 70K. ETC, bring it. He wants to buy that up, man. There's Pepe on the 3 month. It's funny. There's Pepe on the 1 month time frame. We are at, the first one that came out. It's a good level to buy. 2 week, we got a trend reversal coming in for Pepe, possible uptrend. Come on, when we get back up to that 21 would be our next move, which would increase Pepe by another. Dude, the zeros kill me. Is that 50%? I could totally be off. How many zeros is that? 1, 2. I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's another 50% move from where we're at currently. Weekly starting to get that reversal. We have the double green dot right there. It's starting to wake up, man. Pepe could be waking up. Not bad, dude. The 5 day looking good for Pepe, kind of coming into that 21. It's eyeballing that 50, which we were just talking about in the longer time frame. 3 day, we have momentum still going up. VWAP still looks good. Stokes are sign strength and starting to get its curvature. Money flow is increasing. Red wave is shrinking. The 2 day, we're breaking above the 21s, trying anyways. So let's get it. What's up, Vision Post? You told us what? You told us that you wanted to buy some Pepe. It's looking pretty good, man. It is looking pretty good. The daily on Pepe broke above the 21s, trying to break above the 50 MA. Let's see if it gets up to the 200. Let's get after that 200, man. Heading to the top 10, it should be in the top 10. Pepe is better meme coin than Dogecoin is. 4 hour, there's legs, man. Nothing but legs. They might get a little bit of reality check. I wouldn't be surprised to get some sort of pullback before it continues its upwards momentum. Look at the 1 hours, man. Just nothing but green. Holy cow! It probably will get a pullback to the 21 at some point. Maybe it keeps going up a little higher. Get up to the 55, then we pull back down to this line of support. And by that point in time, with the 21 will be up there, we can meet the 21. Yeah, I don't even know what happened in Doge, man. You tell me what happened in Doge. I mean, Doge has never really been a thing, right? Ugh. Pepe looks like possible short on the 15-minute. Where is our Dogecoin? Where the Doge love is out there. Man, every time I think of Dash, I think of Daniel Kaufman. The Doge. Doge is doing the same thing as Pepe. They seem to be correlated in how they pump, but like what you were pointing out, man, Doge didn't outperform Pepe. Pepe definitely outperformed Dogecoin. What's Doge's gains for the day? Doge is top 9. Doge is only up 8.7% today. Yeah, Pepe is 4 times it. Let Doge go. Wild thing, man. It's wild. Doge is crushing it. I thought X payments. I don't even know when is the X payments supposed to go live. I thought they were supposed to go live back in August, and you know that came and went. Nothing ever came from it. Does anybody know when X payments are supposed to go live? I would have thought when Elon did the Department of Government Efficiency, that would have caused Doge to absolutely rocket. $15 minutes, try and do something. We got a little. I don't know if we got bearish div or oversold or what's going on with right there. 1 hour had a green dot. Doesn't really have a whole lot. 2025. You mean 2026 now? It's supposed to come out 2026. What are they waiting for? What's Elon waiting for with the X payments? Got a little bit of curvature coming on in. We do have a higher high, not bad. Money flow okay. View outputs coming down. Stokes RSI low. Strength are looking good. 12 hour, we have a lot of momentum still. Bullish engulfing is coming up. We're in the middle of the 21 and the 50 right now, so there could be some sort of pullback off the 50. Consolidate around the 21 before we continue up. MTD officially shut down its 24-hour music channel yesterday. Wow, sad day. Man, I remember that. What was that show, Ridiculousness? I remember watching that a lot growing up. That was like TikTok, but America's Funniest Home Video style before TikTok was TikTok. You guys remember AFV? I remember we used to watch AFV while we were eating dinner when we were kids. Funny show, dude. Well, Doge wants to come back up to 17 cents. That's where the 200 is. Dude, even if it gets that wick, that's not even a double. That's crazy. That looks so hard for it to do, too. I gotta change it, man. The music's fast paced, but I really do like this track right here for the channel. Hold this up. Hold this up. Hold this up. Let's take a look at Dash, man. Dash, and yakety yak. A win again. That's Fusion Frenzy right there, man. You guys ever play Fusion Frenzy? Dude, that game was the shit back in the day, dude. I loved that in Halo 1. That's what was my jam. Dash, you have your high on the 15-minute. There's your lower high. You knew you were going down. Boom. There's your lower high. We're coming down. Boom. We're actually bounced off the 200 pretty well. Good bounce off the 200. Good bounce off the 200. Rejection off the 21. Snap through. Boom. We go down. It still looks like it's going down deeper to me. It might break below the 200. We'll at least come into the 200. The 1 hour have a doji candle trend reversal. I don't know, man. I think we'll probably have another candle before we go lower. Come back down to the 50. You know, what we did right here. Maybe even come over to the 200. The 4 hour looks like it's about to get trigger wave. Also, oof, nasty. There's your high. You can say that even that was a lower high. That's a lower high. You could say, I don't know, man. I would say this is a lower high still off of that one. I mean, look at that curvature right there. It's so tight. It's literally about to make a red dot, man, snap, dude. It can snap down to 41. It can snap down to 39, break below the 40s on the 4 hour. 12 hour actually doesn't look too bad. The money flow has been coming in, but that is a funky VWAP, man. Looks like some manipulation going on right there. We've been respecting this 50 moving day, 50 day moving hours really well. Pop. We actually fell through right here. It came right back up, bouncing off the 21. Has been respecting it pretty well. The daily time frame still shows some. It's trying, man, on the daily. The 2 day money flow is going down, but the momentum is trying to come back into Dash. Let's shrink this down a little bit so we can kind of see what we got going, what we're working with. Dude, that's nasty, man. We could get a break it back up, man. We could see an $80 play for a dash come back up to this zone. You know how we have a high over here? We kind of do this thing. We come up, we come down, we break up, come back to the $80 range. You kind of do that. That is totally likely, and dude, that's gonna mess with your emotions. I'm willing to bet that's what I think is gonna happen, especially how we are thinking about Bitcoin's gonna come back up to 97 and then maybe even 102 before it comes crashing back down to 78. It's trying to make a move right there, man. It really is. Very short term, longer term, we could get a move for Dash. Dash does look like kind of like a buy, man. See, this is where Daniel Kaufman should be coming on in, targeting the 50 and the 200. I gotta erase some of my mustard, man. It's all over the screen. Whoop. I would wait till tomorrow. Maybe I'd miss this move too, as possible. I mean, the lower time frame, you had the inverted head and shoulder. We broke up, rejection off the 200. It does look like it wants to come a little lower, man. Come to the $40 level before it does anything. Let's take a look at IP too. Actually, do I have IP saved in here? I do, right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Man, IP has been up and up and up and up. Look at that, dude. It broke up above the 21 and just been respecting the 21. Whoop. Come back down. Whoop. Come back up. Come up. Nothing but up anyway, man. We're coming to the 4 hour. 4 hours starting to go oversold. The momentum's so hot. Money flow is still cooking on it, too. It can still be cooking on it. 89 to 86. 21's just been a strong curvature to the upside. Dude, been in the 51. Here's a 200 right there. 12 hour. Money flow. You have the double green dot. There's your tip of the money flow. It starts reversing. Buy that greed, fear, man. Watch the money just come back into story. View up this curvature, having a little bit of curvature. We are fully above the 50. Now, if we can get a good close right here, I'm totally cool with that. We can get a close, maybe come back to the 50, and we can go off again, get full reset. I mean, IP, man, it looks good. Look at that, man. Holy cow, look at that. Momentum wave just totally full on blasting on a longer time frame. VWAP breaking up. Stokes RSI are just starting to get that curvature. We break above the 21, rejection off the 50. 3 days trying to make a move still. We literally came up to that 21. Holy cow. What a move, man. The 5 day looks like it's just getting started. Weekly, we just got a green dot. Look at that. It's like an all-time low story. Holy cow. That might be a move. Dash looking good for a buy. Oh, he sold already. Yeah, he probably sold. That's probably him in the red. Yeah, story eyeballing, you know, the $3 level. Minimum. I think it could go higher than that, you know. I think story could go up probably up to $5 in the near future. Give it like a couple months, month and a half minimum. What else can we look at? Bubbles that has done really well today. Maybe we could look at what hasn't done well for the week and see if we can spot what's coming. You know, Mantle's down. Could possibly move there. Stella's slightly down. XMR slightly down. We'll try to take a break. Morpho. Should we take a look at Morpho? That might be a good one to take a look at. I don't really like Pippin. What's Merlin? Is Merlin up for the month? Merlin's not really up. It's okay. Weekly, daily. What's OG? Is OG up for the month? OG's, it's okay. We're just kind of scouting out right now. Jerry the turtle is just Weekly, Zebek 8.4%. Zebek 18.4. There might be a move coming to for Zebek. Cool. Zora 9%. There might be a move coming for Zora too. Let's take a look at Zora and Zebek, which is kind of funny because they both start with Z's, so it's easier for you to find. You just have to scroll down. Yeah, I've pulled up a lot of coins. I haven't thrown them in any alphabetical order. I've gotten bad at that. I can fix that. Oh, here's Zora. Where are we at, Zora? Doesn't look fully bottomed yet. You could take a shot right there if you want to try to catch that flying knife. I love altcoins, but you can never go wrong DCA into BTC and ETH. 100%, man. I agree with that. It does look really low, man. Zora is beat down. We might be able to see a move on Zora here pretty soon, man. Wick back up to the 200 or even high and try to start breaking out of this little pattern we have. Double green dots, that's nice. We like those if possible, especially on this 12-hour. Dude, I might shoot a long in on this. Might try to catch a little bit of long. Strength, Stokes, RSI, curvature looks good. VWAP looks good. Double money. Double green dots, good money signs. We're playing tiptoeing right now on the 21. 1 hour did just broke above the 21 and the 50, and we're holding. Plus, we got a green dot. Hey, this is not bad, man. This could be pretty good. I might shoot along in this. We're in I would say I'm probably that's kind of like a Bart Simpson. It does make me a little nervous looking at the Bart Simpson pen, but the longer time frames look okay. I don't know, man. I could probably long this. I might take a shot at here. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing? But I just covered Zebek. Zebek, man. I still think that we're in a bear market. I don't think the bull runs back on. I think we'll get a fake up to 97 and 102, and then come back down to 72,000, even a bad low at like 58. Happy New Year, sir. We come over Zebek on the 15-minute. We have a lower high. There's your high. There's a lower high. Almost double top. We knew we were coming down. Terrible thing to see. We come over the 1 hour. We're bouncing off the 21. That's pretty good. We could go lower to the 50 MA on the 1 hour. Likely that we'll go lower. Momentum's going down, but VWAP is trying to justify a move up. Strength, Stokes, RSI still hot and oversold. The 4 hour does look like it does not look super great. It does look like it wants to come meet the 21, just slightly lower from where it's at, So it's up to you if you want to try to make a move on there. 12 hour looks good. We did get rejection off the 21. We also got a lower low. Was the Zebek protocol. Come over the daily. We have. Is there a divvy here? And we don't have bullish divergence, but we do have a double bottom with a double green dot with anchor trigger wave action coming on in money flow. There's some curvature right there. Stokes and strength are trying to flip around. VWAP is looking pretty good on the day. 2 day doesn't look that bad. 3 days, man, the momentum for the downside has been in here for so long. It would be nice to see a reversal come on in. Should you sell me buy? Should you sell me buy what? Zebek? I can't give you financial advice, Axe, but Mr. John, I would say you're probably getting close to a move back up, man, to the 21 on like the next couple of weeks. I'd like to see it come back up to 33. I think we're going to get a bounce up. If that would be up to you at that point. If we could get a bounce up, it might be worth taking some profits when BTC goes back up to 97K. Take a little off the table just in case we swing all the way back down. And when we do go up to 97K, which we will do, everything will be pumping green. I don't think he did. Let's hit up some CRO, guys. Any CRO holders out there besides me and Mr. Axe. I love my CRO. Even though it's not the greatest mover out in the space, it's still a good mover, man. The 1 hour momentum actually came in pretty hard right here. Oh, we saw that green dot disappear in front of our eyes. That is sad, FaZe. I hope that comes back. You know, strength stokes are good. The momentum has been fat, and it does have some red dots trying to play out and push us down. Probably come back down to the 200, about 9.2. Likely, man. It is likely. Come back, which is fine, because if we come back and we test the 50, we'll still have the 200 on the table on the 4 hour. The 50 days also on the table. Hopefully get above that 10-cent level, a psychological level, guys. The daily, we got the green dot. It does look, it's coming up to the 21. Rejection, guys. We're pounding on that door. One of these times, we're gonna snap through this door, and we're coming up. We're breaking out, baby. Let's get it. Get after that 50 and get above 10 cents. Crow will move stable coins, etc. in 2026. Dude, Crow is such a beast, man. This space, you can't not like Crow. Their marketing team is so good. All right, guys, it is New Year's. I was up till 3 in the morning, and I gotta get some sleep tonight. So thank you for everybody for tuning in, and I'm gonna give a shout out. So Axe, Mr. John, drive safe, man. You guys got a lot of snow up there. Vision Pulse, thank you for coming on in. Daily, it's always fun to see you. Scrolling up slower than I do normally. DCA, thank you for coming on in. Calvin, thank you for coming on in. Mr. GIG TV, it's good seeing you, brother. Nice to see that you're still around. Support the channel. Shirley Fortress, Pulse Chain Pump. Oh, I didn't see your comment in your Shirley. Sorry, I didn't see it. Pulse Chain is doing good. It seems to be pumping. I believe I saw it today. Mission is Pepe. Man, John, you get so much hate for crow bags like Cardano gets in their community. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your weekend, man. Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy life. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your time. You know, it's all about circumstances. You could have the worst thing happen to you, but you put a smile on your face and say, hey, man, I'm anointed, and this is why it's happening to me, man. I have a big calling on my life. You just take it up, man, and you put your cross on your back, and you keep on pushing, and you're just happy that we're in an opportunity in life where we can show our love for me as a Christian, for God, before we get to heaven and everything's just perfect. So, you know, I can't wait to do what God's called us to do. And I was just listening to the Red Clay Strays and the interview that they did on Rogan. He's like, dude, I don't even care about the money. This is what God called me to do, and the money's just a perk. And that's how I feel about this channel. I love doing it. It's what I'm feeling like I'm called to do, and I'm going to do it whether we make money, we don't make money, and be a light in this world. So you guys stay blessed. T-Square is out. Blockchain Brew. Stay blessed. Brew Crew is out. I love our community. They're the best. The greatest and the best.